What's going on? Story time. I was lucky enough to basically take over a guy's collection of E30s, one of them being a drift car with the M62 swap. Just a quick overview of it. M62 swap, Meyer body control. You got the ECU for the M62 in there. It's a 6-speed 420G. Chase bays, pretty much everything. I do want to relocate that a little bit up front, a little more forward, just because it's kind of in my leg. I haven't driven it yet. Well, driven it on track. I've putted it around the neighborhood. M62 swap, E30, tube front end. It's got BC coils, E36, SLR angle and hubs, E36M hubs in the rear, E36M in the front. Rear tube frame, full custom surge tank. Got a Deeshworks for, I want to say it might actually be a 300. So DW300. Got an inline nuke fuel filter, a couple of relays for the fuel system. Everything is ran off of these two switch panels. Still have to do a little bit of figuring out, of course, what's going on exactly. It runs totally fine right now. I'll show you actually. Let's see. Get that fuel pressure up. Ignition. Couple of leaks. This line, the whole line I had to replace. This line I think I still need to replace because it was dripping a little bit the other day when I was kind of running this. So that line replaced. This line I think may still need to be done from the tank to the fuel pump. Had to redo that line because that one was shot. I need to add coolant and bleed the system. That's what I forgot to grab. Forgot to grab coolant. But for now, we're gonna let this run. I'm gonna shut it off here in a minute to see if this fuel line decides to leak anymore, or maybe if it's done. I don't know. Doesn't seem to want to leak right now, so that's good news. I don't really see fuel anymore off of this fitting, which is kind of weird. Just fixed itself. I don't know. A little odd. Anyway, so there was 4 other E30s that came with that purchase. One of them was a shell. Sold that one to a friend already, so he's going to be building that into a drift car. I think he wanted to do like a small block V8 in it. There's 2 other shells. Yeah, technically 2 other shells. One of them is a full caged and tubed front end drift car. That one I may hold and sell to my brother later on for him to build. And then there's a Bronze automatic and a let's see, a Xeno. It's a Xeno red coupe. There's Trey. Xeno red coupe. So there's a couple things that I'm probably just going to be selling off and then putting straight into this thing. So I'll show you the others when we get over to the shop. Right, so these are the other cars that came in the deal. This is the shell with the cage and the full tube front end. Not full tube front end, but mostly tube front end. Bronze automatic car. This car has some serious cancer. The whole door is completely toasted. This fender is pretty cooked, pushed in a decent amount. The interior is actually not too bad though. Actually fairly clean. You know, not bad. Not really bad at all. This one has a busted oil pan and a tie rod end, so we'll get those replaced. I might actually swap this emblem onto my car. Might take that one. This one, just a shell. complete roller. This thing's actually really clean as far as like straightness goes on the body. No rust, no engine. It's got a steering column and a rack, wheels, roller. Doesn't have the key or like the ignition cylinder, anything needed there. Unfortunately so, because it still has the door locks. Right, so back to the event. That's going to be coming up on this Saturday. Today's Monday, Memorial Day. So I've got a little bit of work left to do on this thing. Let's see, between getting the battery hard mounted, that's one, side skirts mounted. I mean, I don't need them necessarily, but style points. I need to mount tires. I just filled and bled the cooling system. The fuel, all the fuel lines, not really getting any other leaks. Oh, pull out the plugs. I need to pull out the plugs, clean them, inspect them at least, see what they look like, if I really need to replace them or if I don't. From there, I think this thing's ready to go. So a couple more days, a couple little things to do on it, button it up and get it ready for the event. I'm gonna be reviving this Arizona BMW Drift Legend. I've seen it out a couple times and I've seen video of it years ago, but I'm honestly not too sure who had driven it prior to me. If you guys or if anyone knows any more information on this vehicle or who owned it, whose hands it went through, I want to know a little bit more of the backstory of it. Oh, also need to do a nut and bolt check on it. I don't know how long it's been. We were running it and hearing a crazy loud tapping noise, and the power steering pulley down at the bottom, the actual pulley was very, very loose. So we'll get that one actually torqued down over at the shop once we bring it over there. So tomorrow we'll get that done. I need to trim out a little bit more of the side skirt so that it doesn't melt. It literally sits on top of the exhaust, or right under the exhaust. So trim that out a little bit more. 7 or 8 more holes for the side skirts to mount. And mount tires. Wow. It's a lot closer than I thought actually to get ripping. So put in another couple more hours worth of labor into this thing. Lower it another 3 inches probably at least. This thing is very, very high off the ground. See how I like the 16s, maybe even go down to 5th. No, probably not. Maybe jump up to 17, just not those wheels. Maybe these BBSs, that could look pretty good. Side note, this is my 540 1995. Anyway, we'll get more into that later. Hoping to have the footage from the drift event probably uploaded on Sunday, maybe the following Monday. We'll see just how tired I am after the event, but I'm super excited to bring this thing back to life. I think it's going to be such a gnarly car. I mean, if you heard in the sound clips earlier, this thing is loud. All right, the old girl's up in the air. I got all of the riv nuts in for the side skirts, both left and right side. Just looking over this thing, I mean, it is pretty leaky. Driver's side valve cover, possibly oil filter. Front cover is pretty soaked as well. Looks like a full resale is going to be coming up on this pretty soon. Sick. So I got it lowered about another 1.5 inches all around. Everything seems to be sitting pretty good. Just drove it. Replaced those 2 spark plugs after messing around with the coil packs. That took care of the misfire, so that's driving a heck of a lot better. This whole vacuum fitting was just off, and obviously it's leaking still quite a bit since this is all dry rotted to absolute hell. Looking to getting a replacement hopefully before the weekend, slap that in. But other than that, all the fuel leaks are taken care of. Engine runs great, no misfires. Side skirts are all riv nutted, so I can just mount those on, no problem. Tires are on, coolant is bled. all I need to do is do a battery tie down. Battery's all tied down, good to go. I think it's all ready for Saturday. This thing's rowdy. Just got back from a quick drive, just testing everything and making sure it all runs. Died on me once. I'm not sure if that was fuel pressure related or what, but I know the tank was empty before I took it out, so maybe there was a little pocket of air that was in that system that needed to be evacuated. Anyway, after I restarted it, idled fine, drove fine the way back over here. This thing's got some power. Really feel it. It's gonna really do good. I feel very confident in the car and my eyes as far as what I saw in as far as what I saw when I was looking it over. It all looks good. I think it's ready to rip. Just need to wash it up tomorrow, maybe Saturday morning before I load it up on the trailer. I'm excited to see you guys out there. If you have any footage of me out there, send it to my Instagram. I'll link it down below. This thing's gonna be sweet. Get some B-roll.